Hello everybody and welcome to the FedEx briefing. This is going to take about 45 minutes in total, after which you will do the quiz, do a couple of practice interviews and start the survey. So the way we're going to do it, I'm first going to take you through the briefing notes, which will also appear in a text format at the end of the briefing. You can review those at any time. Then we're going to show you the screener of the questionnaire in Nippo, how the screener works. Then we're going to go through the interview, and finally just some notes and some tips on how to sell this survey. Okay, so first of all, our job number is 10106. So when you log into your account at Radar, you should see that you have a new project, 10106. Just click on that, and here's the survey name. This is the survey name that you'll need to log into the survey, 0106 SGP. The last day for fieldwork is the 3rd of December, and the ratio for payment per hour is 70% of the average rate. The rest of it's going to the piece rate. The supervisor is Sunita, and then just click on do the briefing. So the first thing you'll come across are the briefing notes, and we'll quickly go through these, but most of the learnings will be done during the interview itself. Okay. First of all, there's a little FedEx commercial. You might want to watch that on YouTube, just very quick, bit of fun. Now this survey for FedEx, they'd like to have a measurement of their customers' touchpoint experience. The results are used to identify, prioritize areas for improvement, and improve customer loyalty. And to do this, the research is conducted to measure FedEx's performance in service areas experienced by customers. We are also measuring the service performance of other brands. So if they're using FedEx and DHL, we'll be measuring their satisfaction with DHL as a comparison as well. The interview length is about 25 minutes with 3 open ends, although this can be quicker if they've used less brands. Currently the interview length is ranging anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes. It does depend on how good the respondent is and how quick they're able to answer. These are the countries that we're surveying. So in English we're doing Malaysia, Philippines, we're doing 300 interviews, and we're doing Singapore 500 interviews, so a total of 1300 in English. The target respondents are companies that use international express courier companies. To qualify, they must have sent and received packages out of their country in the last 12 months to start with. Secondly, they must average per month at least one package received per month and one package sent per month. So on average, okay, so some months they may have 0, but some months they may have more. We're looking for a basic average of sent and received parcels, and that must be at least once per month. Importantly, we're only talking about packages, and it means non-documents. Okay, that's a very important distinction. So we need to speak to the decision makers who are aware of the spending amount and the volume with all the express providers that they use. And the person you speak to must have experience with express companies on at least 2 of the following activities. Okay, we'll go through those in the questionnaire. There are some quotas. So for Singapore, it's just a nationwide study, and we have some soft quotas on high and low volume shippers, which you don't need to worry about. In Malaysia, we're covering a number of different cities: Kuala Lumpur, Petaling Jaya, Penang, and Johor Bahru. And in Philippines, we're only conducting interviews in Manila. So we have quotas on what we call low volume shippers, which is defined as companies that send out an average of 1 to 10 packages a month, and we have quotas on high volume shippers, defined as companies that send out more than 10 packages per month. There is a soft quota on that, so towards the end of the survey we may find that some companies get screened out once we've filled some of these quotas. There's no quotas on brands. In terms of industries, for all regions, these are the basic industries that we're covering. It's pretty broad. and we'll cover this again once we get to the questionnaire. These broad sector categories pretty much cover the entire commercial population. One thing the client's very concerned about is the quality of the open ends. Okay, so when we're doing verbatims, we need to be probing properly, getting good answers, and we'll cover those a little bit further. It's very important that we, if the client's saying, the respondent's saying that they're fast or cheap or whatever, we need to really probe. These kinds of answers are not really helping to describe positive or negative experiences, so we need to help the respondent articulate their responses, and we'll go through that in the questionnaire. We'll also go through these questionnaire specific notes in the questionnaire, but these are here for your reference. You can come back to these at any time. Go to My Projects and you can review this at any time. Okay, so there's a list of all the industries and specifics. Okay, here's some notes. There are also some extra notes from the client. You'll see those in this format in the briefing notes as well, so you can view those at your leisure during the end of the briefing here. Okay, there's some useful insights. Okay, so those are the briefing notes. You'll find those at the end of this briefing, and you can come back to those at any time.